Tonight, we are hearing exclusively from the Cobb County first responders who tracked down and arrested the Midtown shooting suspect earlier this month.
Savannah 11 sits down with the team that brought that terrifying manhunt to an end. It's a story you'll only see on 11 Alive.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1.
We are following breaking news here at 11 Alive, an active shooter in Midtown Atlanta right now.
A man suspected of shooting 5 women in a doctor's office, able to slip away from the scene in a stolen vehicle.
You do have kind of that fear because you know how much this is impacting public safety. You know how the community is honestly terrified.
Cobb County Captain Darren Hull and Major Brian Kitchens were watching closely.
I hate to admit this, but almost as an afterthought, I came into the real-time crime center.
And that's where they saw it. The suspect caught on camera walking near Truist Park.
Well, I would love to say that I wasn't worried at all, but you don't want more victims. That's the last thing we want. And when you are 2.5 hours behind them, that's one of the first things that starts creeping in your mind.
The focus of the search is in Cobb County. Cobb County quite large, though.
There's a mission at hand, and there's nobody else to do that mission. He's in Cobb County. It's our job to go find him.
From headquarters, Hill and Kitchens made the call to Lieutenant Stephen Nolan and his violent crime response team.
As soon as we saw it hit, we're like, gear up, let's go. Now we get to go and be the boots on the ground.
They moved quickly but carefully.
Knowing that he could be armed, we have to watch ourselves. We have children that we want to go home and see at the end of the night.
Officers rushed to the battery, but by then, he was gone.
Trying to find really a needle in the haystack.
That's when Ashley Sanford, a criminal intelligence analyst who used to be a 911 dispatcher, flagged an interesting call.
There was a citizen that called in, reference a suspicious person in their neighborhood.
We believe the shooter that was in downtown may be outside of our building.
The guys were like, let's go check it. Let's go check it.
Ashley and her team made the call.
Let's notify them.
Look at all those officers running out of that location.
There must have been some sort of new information or tip that has got them all turning around.
Lieutenant Nolan describes what happened next.
We sent some plainclothes officers in first, and we had uniform support that was just right behind them. They were able to see him walking behind a building, and they lost sight of it. They went down to the bottom of the hill, and sure enough, that's where he came out.
So we were all just waiting to hear. We knew that they had eyes on him, that they were out with him.
On the ground!
We held our breath.
Y'all ready?
And just like that, the 7-hour-long manhunt was over.
It's like the entire Atlanta metro area can take a breath.
When we got to the top of the hill and we were coming out of the apartment complex, people were waving American flags off their balcony, clapping and cheering and thanking us. It's overwhelming. That is why we do what we do.
It was the biggest test of Cobb's real-time crime center to date.
Cobb County cameras were able to follow that truck down its path to where it was ultimately ditched and we saw the suspect run. 2 years ago, it may have taken us a week to find that truck.
Had it not been for that information that day, I think we may have abandoned it.
On the ground!
Without that information, we're just simply running around guessing.
Cobb PD now working to connect their center to other departments to ensure that when tragedy hits home,
Your hands down!
they're ready to answer the call.
We all have family that live here, and we want to take care of the community. We want to see everybody go home at the end of the day.